Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Learning Life and Loving Radio Scanners. Hello, welcome back to Tommy's video on talking about what he thinks is a really good radio scanner choice and what is a really good area for new people that is ever planning to listen to radio scanners and listening to them and checking them out. So I hope you guys are ready because I am. I want to thank you guys so very much for choosing my videos, and let's get this video started. So the just to give you guys a heads up, this video is brought to you by Holiday World and Splashing Safari. Holiday World and Splashing Safari is one of my all-time favorite places that I like to go to. It's because that place is number one for family fun. And number one for family fun is like it's like the biggest idea for many different areas. Which the first thing that I do, which I think is like a really big tip, and this is a good thing which I follow every time I look around. And like also listening to the Holiday World and Splashing Safari radio system that they got so many. So they got like the Holiday World security. They got like housekeeping. They got like maintenance. They got the Bakari Waypool that you guys can listen to, which I almost thought which would be really cool to listen. Now, now the thing that kind of gets me is like whenever Holiday World changed over to their radio scanner feeds, and Holiday World changed over to that, which I think like like they used to be on a single DMR channel, which is digital mobile radio, which that was the exact same thing for French Lick, which I thought which would be really good. And like another thing which I think is really different about French Lick, and this thing which I think is really big on the French Lick standards, is that their radio scanner channels that they listen to by all means are like some of the bestest radio scanner channels that they get to listen to like in a single minute. So another thing which I think would be like a really good area and like a thing that I use for like my Google, and also like looking around like at the different radio scanner feeds. I use a radio scanner software that's called Scanner Radio and just regular radio scanner. And I use these radio scanner feeds like a lot lately. And these radio scanner feeds are like so what so which I think are so very good about them, which I think is really helpful, which they use, which I think is like really helpful, and they use these like by all means, is that they're different radio scanner stuff that they listen to, like in these theme parks, which I think are really different. And like, which I think is kind of crazy about Walt Disney World, is that the Walt Disney World radio system Like they are changing that, like no matter what. So, kind of like at Walt Disney World, they are using this PTT system, which I think is so very weird. And also like listening to like so many like different areas and like listening to them, they have many, and I mean different areas, which I think is really kind of convenient. And they also have like a really good radio station that you guys can listen to if you guys, like, for instance, like old country. They got like different places like that you guys can listen to, like like if they got like old country and stuff. So another thing which I probably would recommend, and this is a thing that I usually do recommend, and this is like the biggest idea of using those, which they need a big problem, is that their radio scanner feeds that they listen to at a big need, which I think is really kind of interesting, is that sometimes their feeds that they use are so very weird and like really needing like a new radio feed, which I think is really kind of good. So so I hope everybody is having a great day, and I hope everybody is enjoying your day. Which honestly, what I really do enjoy about using this new phone is that my new phone gets like all the best gears and stuff. Like my phone is a lot bigger, which I think is like really a big thing. This thing is a lot different. This thing is a lot different from like your pressurized different areas, and which is different about your different areas. So so like a thing that I probably would recommend if you guys are ever listening to like new radio feeds and like listening to those, I get out a 20% radio scanner chance at listening to them, which I think is really good, like on my end. So, another thing which I like to use and what I use is a app called Scanner Radio. This thing is like a really good app from like using it, which I think is really good. This app has like so many features. You guys can listen to like local radio feeds. You guys can even like check those out and like see like what in the world is happening on your end, which I think is really kind of which is really kind of interesting. So so something that I would recommend, and this is something that I definitely do recommend, is that everybody follows their Rio scanner feeds and listen to them. So so I I hope everybody is having a great day, and YouTube, I really do think I feel happy about being a YouTuber. And in last January, I was celebrating my 4th year on YouTube. And what's going to be changing on my YouTube channel, since I'm graduated from school now, and then this Friday, I'm going to be going to the Ivy Tech graduation, which I feel really excited. I feel really excited about getting my diploma. Getting my certificate in entrepreneurship. And I really am going to follow those skills by all means because my goal, I'm going to make YouTube like a full-time job. That's my thing. So, I hope everybody has a great day in YouTube. I will see you guys back here tomorrow.